Hey there, viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review, and today's review is going to be on Studio Series Bumblebee movie Ratchet. Now, just like Brawn and Wheeljack, who I have reviewed previously, Ratchet was a cameo in the Bumblebee film. However, unlike Brawn and Wheeljack, Ratchet was a pretty major character in at least the first three films before dying in Age of Extinction. And well, in the Bumblebee film, he was given an update to look more like the G1 character. However, there were attempts to make the movie Ratchet look more G1-like, which we'll see with the comparisons later on. But well, taking a look at the packaging, of course we have this style of Studio Series packaging, which is, in my opinion, based on the Kingdom style of packaging. So we have a close-up of Ratchet here. I say Kingdom style because the window is much smaller. Got a close-up of Ratchet's face there. Here we have Ratchet just chilling with an ultimate insignia with the backdrop. We have Ratchet in both modes. Got a little description on what he does in the film. Backdrop included. And for the backdrop, of course, just like with Brawn and Wheeljack, we get the Cybertron scene. So we can just put him there. Of course, he didn't transform in the film, so this vehicle mode is designed entirely for the figure. But still, now, taking a look at the vehicle mode, of course, this is some sort of Cybertronian van. I'd say ambulance, but, well, one, of course, this is an alien vehicle, and two, there's no red detailing to indicate sirens. So, I'm not going to go with ambulance, I'm just going to say Cybertronian van. But this is still a cool looking vehicle mode. And in my opinion, this pulls off a Cybertronian vehicle way better than the Siege figure, if I had one. Seriously. Like, why did they make Siege and Earthrise Ratchet both store exclusives? Well, at least the recently shown Core Class Studio Series Ratchet's hopefully not going to be a store exclusive. And I'm pretty sure that's just going to be a retail release. Like, how many Studio Series Ratchets is that now? Yeah, taking a look at this. We've got the front. We've got the sides of some very nice molded detailing here, because we've got this, what looks to be an arrow. Do have some painted detailing here. The back and the detailing here is really nice. I definitely like that. The side pretty much the same. The top and the underneath where we can see his head just chilling there. So yeah. And for weaponry, of course, got the gun. And in the film, Brawn, Wheeljack, and Ratchet all had the same gun, but they went the extra mile and gave them all different molded weapons, just based on the same gun, which is amazing. And for Ratchet, it plunks on the top the same way you'd expect a War for Cybertron trilogy figure weapon would go on. So, yeah. And well, can you can I take a blast effect? If I can get my tub open. Because remember, Bronze Gun could take a blast effect and Wheeljack's couldn't. So could Ratchet's. Nope! Well, I mean, he is more of a medic anyway. I mean, he wasn't shown to be one in the film, but normally he is a medic, so... But well, that's pretty much all I have to say about the vehicle mode. I think it looks cool, especially with its Cybertronian design. And with the Ironhide, which I do actually kind of want to get now because this is a really cool mold in my opinion. With the Ironhide version, I think that also looks really cool. Now, with a comparison, here he is with another attempt at a G1 style movie Ratchet. First movie, Rescue Ratchet, which unfortunately mine has yellowed. Thankfully, back in the day, if a figure yellowed, it was most likely due to sunlight, so I'm pretty sure it was just the sun hitting this and not it yellowing naturally. Unlike with this, where, if I remember, there's been reported as yellowing in the box. Thankfully, mine hasn't yellowed yet, but I should count myself lucky. But, well, back to the comparison. If anything, I can see this making sense, like, this being Ratchet's Cybertronian mode and this being his Earth mode. Like, no changing to green whatsoever. Of course, 2007 was a different time, and if anything, like, the day before I recorded this was the 15th anniversary of the Transformers film, so happy anniversary to the first Transformers film. But still, I think this actually looks better than Ratchet's green color scheme. Controversial opinion. That's not me being a G1er. I just think it kind of works a bit better. Well, just getting off that, just getting that off to the side and quickly pausing the video to transform it for the robot mode comparison. And well, to get this guy transformed, it's actually quite fun in my opinion. I mean, seriously, this guy transforms in such a unique way that I find it really addictive. In fact, I'd say out of all the Studio Series transformations that I've done so far, I think this one is one of, if not my favorite one to do. So to start, we're just gonna get the arms out from underneath and tap the sides. Get them out, like so. Untap the front windshield, like so. Get the legs out. Flip around the feet, just rotate the wheels however you want. Spin this around. Spin around the legs. Spin all this around. This goes up, plugs into here. These plug into here. These will plug into the back, hopefully, if I've done this right. There we go. So the windshield plugs in and of course forms Ratchet's classic van chest. And then you just get the hands out. And there you have Ratchet in robot mode. And seriously, that is just a crazy transformation. I mean, everything just moves and folds around itself to just form a really cool looking robot mode. I mean, seriously, like with the Earthrise and Siege figures, I mean, there are some cool parts, like the doors just, well, the sides of the vehicle just closing out to form legs, but with this, everything folds around itself, as I said, to make this seriously cool looking robot mode. I mean, seriously, what is there to say about sounding like a broken record? I mean, this has got to be one of my favorite transformation schemes out of any figure I have. I think this guy, a Legacy drag strip. I think Earthrise Prime is one. Yeah, there's not that many. So that's definitely a high achievement. Well, having a look at the robot mode, we can see some faux wheels here. I'm assuming they're faux wheels. The real ones are just right there. I'm guessing the CGI model had the 4 vehicle wheels just on the sides of the legs, if he did transform in the film. I mean, the back does have the hollow legs, but seeing how he transforms, I can forgive it. You can see right here, he's got some light piping. So, just show that. Well, we take a look at the head. Of course, that's pretty much just a G1 version of Ratchet's head. And of course, if you want to, you can do what people are doing with the Legacy figures and remove the head, which also gives you a G1 toy accurate figure. But seriously, do not do that with the Legacy figures, please. Oh yeah, and the light piping, which is amazing, if you can see that. Well, the gun, and of course, just plug into his hand. Just like so. I mean, of course, he can't really fire anything, but if you want, he does have ports in the feet. So if you want laser feet, then there you go. So yeah. Now for comparison, here he is with Rescue Ratchet. And of course you can see how big Voyager figures were back then. I mean, of course, this guy is a deluxe figure, but if I had a Voyager figure on hand with me, I would actually show it. I mean, the closest I have is this figure, which I just got today, but I'll review him at a later date. But yeah, once again, you can sort of see this guy could have scanned a big ambulance on Earth, and this could have been his Earth mode. Although Michael Bay decided, I think I'll make him green. I mean, no diss to the actual design, I just think these are better colors. I'm not saying that as a G1er. If anything, I think the black works better on Ironhide than making it all red. But yeah, I think I think this color works better on Ratchet, in my opinion. And I'm probably just saying that because we haven't had like a select green Ratchet, but we have had a select black Ironhide. I don't know. And well, going in for the articulation. Of course, the head is on a ball joint, so he can look up, he can kind of look down, he can look around, he can tilt his head so he can question Prime's command. Of course, he can move his arms. He can T-pose. He can move his elbows. He's got a bicep rotation. You can pop the wrist off. I was just trying to show off if he had wrist articulation, and I guess he doesn't. But you can move the hand in if you want to do that. You can move the waist. Legs can go forward that far, back that far. He's got knees. Thanks to the transformation, he's got thigh rotation. Feet can move. Of course, you can do the splits. He's kind of got an ankle pivot, although not really that much. So yeah, quite posable. And of course, with the backdrop, you can think up some really nice looking poses. And well, that's pretty much all I have to say about this guy. Complaints? Well, it's actually hard to think of complaints because I really like this guy. But well, I think I did notice some looseness in the legs. Not nearly as much as Wheeljack, but they seem to be cooperating with me right now. But like earlier, I think it's probably a QC thing, but I think I have seen some people with some really loose legs. Although my one seems to have some really good legs. Who knows? There could be someone with a really good Wheeljack whose legs stay in place. So, however, one complaint: there have been reports of this guy yellowing in box. Thankfully, my one hasn't gotten to that stage yet, but who knows? In like what, 6 months' time, this guy could look pretty bad on the shelf. I mean, I've got Legacy Motormaster, and well, he's perfectly fine. He hasn't yellowed, but he might be all yellow by the time I get the rest of the Starcons when they're all revealed. But well, oh well. If that's the only complaint I have, then damn, what a good figure. I mean, do I recommend him? Of course I do. This is a really, really good figure. I mean, it looks good in both modes. The transformation is really fun. And, well, seriously, if I could say that a figure has a transformation that I want to do right after just doing it, then seriously, you know you've got a good figure on your hands. So, if I ever get a chance to get Studio Series Ironhide, well, the Bumblebee movie Ironhide, then I'm definitely going to go for it. Because out of all the Studio Series figures I have so far, I think this one has become my favorite. Although, what with this guy still being sealed as at the time of recording, who knows? Although this is pretty much just an upscale of Dark of the Moon's Deluxe Starscream. But hey, we'll get to that review when we get to it. But for now, this is my favorite Studio Series figure. And I definitely recommend them. Well, this has been my review on Studio Series Bumblebee movie Ratchet. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.